Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and it is time for me to go all autumn on this channel. I absolutely love autumn. I love autumn colours, autumn nails, and I started off with this, well I think, amazing set using this week's Nail Team Glitters of the Week. So to see what I've used and how I created this one, please keep watching. So I'm working on Danny, my Lena hand, in this set, and you will notice we're starting things off slightly differently. Now I'm going to use the Gems extra long coffin tips. I wanted to go for a really long design here, so I just got loads of that glitter in. And you will notice one of my nails is not yet tipped. Now I didn't actually plan on doing this on camera, but I put the hand on its magnetic stand and noticed that I had put this tip on really wonky and there was no way I could fix it, so I decided to just start again and pop it in the video. So I've applied my base nails. These are just some cheap long square full cover tips from Amazon. Get a pack of about 10-11 sizes. I only use 4 of them, but they are quite cheap, so I don't feel like I'm wasting all of those tips. And you want to get the long one so you got more to slide in at that little cuticle. And now I'm just measuring up which of the tips are going to be the best fit. Now, one of the tips that I use most, one of the sides I use most, I'm very low on. And if that is the case, I would size up and just file the sides down to get a good fit. When I'm happy with the tip and it's fitting, I just apply a little bit of glue, and then what I'll do is I'll place it at a bit of an angle, so I'm putting it down right at the free edge first and then gently press it down until it lays flush to the nail and it's fully stuck down, and then I just pinch it in at the side walls to make sure it is fully stuck across the full free edge. You will notice I do pull the tip out slightly. This is so that I don't get any glue on the finger, but don't do that with the client. They won't appreciate it and it'd be messy. So the products I'm using from Gems today are Melody Monomer. I did show you my empty bottle there, and you may have noticed I've got it in an empty one of these little jars, perfect for monomer. I'm also using Crystal Clear and Bella Rose acrylic. This is beautiful cover acrylic with a little bit of sparkle. For that autumn touch, I'm using Wild Grapevine from the Autumn Leaves collection, and then the star of this design, the Lazer Glitters, one of my absolute favourite glitter collections. I am using these very autumnal colours. We've got Goldenrod, also using a little touch of Amber, and finally I am going to use some Sienna. These 3 colours worked perfectly together, and I love the Lazer Glitters. They're a great multi-cut glitter, so you've got some larger hex pieces and also some fine glitter, so it's really easy to get full coverage. You've got a collection of 24 beautiful sparkly holographic glitters, and then they also come in stacks of 4, and they're sort of in colour. So if you want a particular group of colours, say pink, you want to get stack 3. This I think is a great starter glitter collection as well, because you've got every colour you need. The Lazer Glitters also come in dots and also super fine, but we're focusing on the Lazer Glitters. I'm going in and doing my thin clear base, and then we'll get started with this full design. And actually this design is inspired and pretty much an autumn recreation of a design I did last year for a nail team challenge. I'm going to pop a picture of that on screen now. So getting started with the actual design, and I'm going to use the beautiful Bella Rose on the index finger, the middle finger and the pinky, just at the cuticle, just to do a slight nail bed area, keeping it nice and thin because I'm going to be overlapping it with glitter and the leaves, so everything is going to need encapsulating. And you can see I'm doing this on a little bit of a jaunty angle. I'm doing this for two reasons. One, I actually thought it would look nicer with the glitter on a little bit of a diagonal fading out, and two, I have not said jaunty angle for so long, so it had to be done. And I'm just applying at the cuticle, making sure it's nice and neat, and then just painting it down the nail just roughly to where that base nail free edge is, and then just pulling the product a little bit further up one side of the nail. The majority of this design is going to be the glitter, so I only wanted a hint of Bella Rose towards the cuticle, just because I didn't want that plasticky tip colour on show. And Bella Rose is beautiful and sparkly, and so it fits in with the theme that is sparkle and glitter. And I think this is a really, really pretty cover acrylic. Out of the sparkly ones, this one and Pearl are my favourite too. Once I was happy with that, you can see it's just a little amount and nice and thin. We're going to start work with the glitter. So each nail is going to be a different glitter. So I'm starting with Goldenrod. And this is a less yellowy gold. And I thought it went really nicely with the other colours I wanted to use. So I placed the first bead just where Bella Rose has faded out, and then just flip my brush and just feather it back slightly so it's not a straight line, and that glitter almost blends out. You know, I've done this loads of times before. And then I just keep adding more until I'm fully covered right to the tip. And you can see in this glitter, because you got that ultra fine glitter in there too, it is so easy to get full coverage. If you're one of those people that doesn't get on well with a chunky glitter and finds to get full coverage you need to put sort of a similar colour underneath or a similar colour glitter underneath, these glitters are for you, because you've got that fine glitter in it to help with full coverage, and they are so freaking sparkly. They are absolutely beautiful, and as I said, 24 colours, you've got everything you could possibly need. And you see from the design I did last year, they were party nails, so I picked out some of the brighter party colours, but I knew it would work during autumn. On the middle nail I am doing Amber, exactly the same way, and then finally on the pinky I'm going to use the beautiful Sienna, and I think this one is lovely. And to be honest, there was about 3 other mixes from this collection I could have used for this autumn set, but I loved these 3 together, and I think you can really see how beautiful they are together when I do the ombre nail. So yeah, just little beads and building it up, and like I do with all glitters, just using the tip of the brush to poke it around just to get full coverage, patting it down so it's nice and thin and flat, so we don't file any of this glitter away when I come to do the filing. I'm going to let all of that glitter set it in place and move on to the ring finger, which is going to be an ombre between the 3 colours, and I'm going to do the same order, so Goldenrod to Amber to Sienna. So a little bead at the cuticle just to get that nice and neat, and then start adding more to pull it down the nail. And in my head I was sort of picturing 3 sections, so each colour sort of had the same amount of nail. Although in my head I was also thinking Sienna is a little bit darker and could be not overpowering of the other 2, but maybe I want slightly less of Sienna, but we'll see how I did it in the end, because I can't remember. Going in with the next colour, and what I do is just go back to the first colour just to mix the blend between each glitters. Again, I'm working it nice and thin, just patting it down. I don't know if you can sort of see on the side view just how thin I work with my glitters, and then just keep working onto the next glitter. So I definitely need to add a little bit more amber in the middle there, because that is like a straight line to me between sienna and amber, so we need to mix it up slightly. And then what I will do is leave that nail to fully set before encapsulating. That nail is done, but then we're going to move back to the other nails to add the leaves. Honestly, you could leave this design as it is. It's beautiful as it is, but I really wanted to autumn it up, so I've tipped out some of those leaves. Much easier to pick them up individually than from the pot. Gone in with a wash of acrylic just along the join, and then individually picking the leaves up, placing them along the join. See, it didn't really matter if it was a straight line because I've near enough covered it, but at the time I wasn't 100% sure how my glitter placement was going to be, or my leaf placement. It's all glitter. And just bringing it down the nail ever so slightly. And then I'm just going to do the same on all of these nails. Now, these are shaped nails, shaped glitters. They're shaped nails as well, but they are shaped glitters, and they're quite chunky, and sometimes these sort of shaped glitters don't lay very flat, but they are quite thin, so I managed to lay them down quite flat on the nail. But if I hadn't, I did have a little piece of plastic ready to sort of wrap round the nail and hold it in place, and that also meant the glitter would curve to the shape of the nail. So if you are using a chunky glitter and have that sort of issue that it's not laying flat on the nail, it's sticking up where the nail sort of has that beautiful C curve, little bit of plastic or something like that, and you can wrap it around the nail and hold it in place. And that means you don't have to touch any uncured product. Again, this is something you will have seen me do in other videos where I'm using the larger glitter shapes. It's just a much easier way of sticking them flat onto the nail without touching any uncured product, which is where allergies can come from, and really sort of bend them to the shape of the nail. If you wear gloves, you could also use your fingers to hold it down, but then I would suggest changing the gloves before you go back and touch your client's hand, because again, you don't want to transfer any of that product onto them and cause them to have any allergies. So now this design is all laid down, and I'm loving how they look at this point in the set, but we are not finished, because I now need to encapsulate in clear acrylic, build up all the strength and structure of the nail, and make sure all of that glitter is fully covered so I don't file any of it away and ruin this design, because I'm loving how it looks. So I'm going to use Gems Crystal Clear Acrylic, encapsulate all of these nails, and then file them back to shape, even them out, straighten up the sidewalls to free edge, and refine and smooth out the surface of the nail, and then we are ready for finishing touches. So here they are, freshly filed, and I'm going to give them a really good wipe over. Now you can start to see what this finished design looks like, and giving them a good clean, we're going to get rid of any little bits of dust and fluff that I don't want in that finished nail, because it would ruin the look. Also getting rid of any oils I might have transferred from my fingers whilst filing and getting everything set up. Now, the glitter was the focus of this design, and I thought there was enough in this set that I didn't need to add any bling. So we're going to go straight in with Miss Tina Top and top coat these nails. Now, you all know I love Miss Tina. She just wakes up any design and gives it that ultra smooth and shiny finish. So going to top coat all of these nails. They are quite long, so it does take a few more brush strokes to fully cover each nail, but just look at how shiny and sparkly they are looking. I'm thinking I might need to do this set again later in the year. I mean, we can't get much later, we're in September. But to do like a Christmas design with either snowflakes, or I use stars in my party nails, but I could use stars again but use different colours, because I love the design, and I just feel like you could theme it to autumn. You could theme it to Valentine's and use the reds and the pinks and use hearts instead of leaves. So it's such a simple design, but could easily mix up the colours to change it for the theme. So I might do that. Might even go for a bit of a Halloween design with sort of purple and green and black or something. I don't know. I'll think on that. Anyway, these nails are all top coated, so we need to pop in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds, and here they are all finished. And how shiny and sparkly is this design? Honestly, I cannot recommend these glitters enough. If you are new to the nail industry, or you have never really worked with glitter and you think actually that is something I'd like to dab into, this collection is a great starting point. You can use them with acrylic, you can also use them with gel polish or builder gel in a bottle, and if you get the full collection you have got every colour you could possibly need. But I've waffled on about this design so much and how much I love it, but what is important is what you guys think of it, so please let me know in the comments down below. As I said, this is the glitter collection of the week, and you can currently get all 24 glitters for £30 at the Nail Team. I will leave the link in the description box, but this is a great time to get this full glitter collection. And everything else I have used is from the Nail Team. Again, I will leave all of those links in the description box, but for all of those products that are full price on the website, you can use Helen 5 for 5% off. And once the glitters of the week do go back to full price, you can use my code for not as many pennies, but a few pennies off. So we are at the end of this video. I would love it if you'd give this one a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please click that subscribe button. I've got a few autumn designs coming because I love autumn. And as I said before, please leave me any comments down below. I love to hear from you guys. I'd love any requests, or would you like to see a similar design but a slightly different theme? Please let me know. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I do have one more coming this week using another of these glitters and the colour of the week, so be sure to check back for that. But until then, I'm signing off now, so see you soon. Bye. Mwah.